the decentralized finance market is evolving at lightning-fast pace, but we're still in the very early stages. According to Binance, less than 1% of the global population uses Web3. At this rate, mass adoption seems far off, but let's close our eyes for a moment and imagine an ideal world. A world without annoying intermediaries, where purchasing any product or service requires just a few clicks and a transaction signature. A world where infrastructure is managed by communities via DAOs, and every proposal is voted on openly. Utopia, you might say. DePIN, I'd respond. Welcome to Analog Vision, and as you might have guessed, today we're diving deep into the concept of DePIN and how it will change our lives. Make sure to hit that like button now, so you don't forget to do it later when I take you on a journey into the fascinating world of DePIN. Let me start with telling you a tale of the Helium project. Once upon a time in the world of blockchain, a visionary project called Helium was born, with a simple yet revolutionary idea. What if everyday people could build a global wireless network? It all began in 2013, when a group of forward-thinking entrepreneurs realized that the centralized telecom giants controlled the airwaves, stifling innovation and limiting access. Helium set out on the bold mission to change that, harnessing the power of blockchain technology and the concept of DePIN, decentralized physical infrastructure networks. They imagined a world where anyone could set up a small device, called a hotspot, in their home or office, and in return earn cryptocurrency for providing wireless coverage to their neighbors. As more and more people joined the Helium network, what started as a small ripple grew into a tidal wave of decentralized connectivity, forming a grassroots-driven 5G network. The tale of Helium is not just about technology. It's the story of how power of community can reshape entire industries, proving that sometimes the most impactful of revolutions start with the simplest of ideas. As Helium networks grew, so did its impact. What started as a few enthusiasts starting hotspots in their homes has now become a sprawling global network with thousands of nodes across the world. Helium's decentralized global network, once just a bold idea, has surpassed 100,000 users, offering global 5G coverage at the fraction of a cost compared to traditional providers. Today, Helium stands as a shining example of what's possible when the power of community and power of blockchain come together, transforming not just technology, but the way we connect with each other in a more open, decentralized world. DePIN, which stands for Decentralized Physical Infrastructure Networks, represents decentralized networks that use distributed ledger technology and tokenization to create and manage physical and digital infrastructures. This concept introduces a new approach to traditional business, allowing organizations to launch, expand, and incentivize their users independently without relying on initial capital or being controlled by large corporations and governments. Traditionally, critical infrastructure, like electricity grids or internet, is managed centrally by governments or large corporations. Big Brother is watching you, as they say. The main goal of DePIN is to shift this paradigm, handing back control and ownership of infrastructure to the community. This shift is the crypto narrative that could significantly change our lives, making them freer and more decentralized. DePIN relies on 5 main components to create and maintain infrastructure: decentralization, blockchain, smart contracts, tokenization, and security. Decentralization means there is no central authority. Even if you wanted to, you couldn't find a central entity that makes decisions alone within a DePIN system. Instead, there is a protocol for network communication and interaction between node runners and validators. Blockchain is the foundational component for creating a decentralized ecosystem. It ensures transparency and immutability within the architecture. Well, blockchain is the technical enabler that makes DePIN possible. Smart contracts provide the logic that ensures programmable organizational structure and project functionality. Tokenization involves creating a native token that not only represents physical and digital artifacts within the ecosystem, but also serves as rewards for active participants. And security is the fundamental requirement to protect the integrity and confidentiality of information. Before launching on the mainnet, every project undergoes rigorous and comprehensive audits. For those thinking about creating their own DePIN project, a special DePIN flywheel has been developed. illustrating the development process of DePIN projects. Red. Most projects start by motivating service providers to participate actively. They are incentivized with native tokens, rewards points, or revenue sharing agreements. Yellow. Motivated participants start actively using the project's features, increasing overall metrics like TVL and volume. Service providers start earning transaction fees, which gets the flywheel spinning. Blue. As the project grows, more users and service providers join, further accelerating the flywheel. Purple. Ultimately, this increases the project activity, allowing for even greater incentives for user providers, which improves service quality. This leads to further project growth and strengthens its position. DePIN can be divided into two main types: physical resource networks, PRNs, and digital resource networks, DRNs. Physical resource networks are decentralized networks of physical resources, like equipment, mobility, and energy. These resources are tied to specific locations and can't be easily transferred. Digital resource networks include providers of digital resources like computing power, bandwidth, and storage. These resources are not tied to specific locations. Based on the Messari report, DePIN projects can be divided into 6 categories. The first category is compute. This category is associated with online computing, where computers and other devices provide shared resources, software, information, or storage space. Currently, a large amount of computer power is wasted, despite high demand. DePIN addresses this problem by acting as a marketplace, where hardware owners can offer their computing power to those users who need it. For example, Render Network is a decentralized platform for cloud computing, offering scalable and cost-effective infrastructure for developers and enterprises. Essentially, Render creates a P2P market for interaction between user A, who needs rendering services and is willing to pay for them, and users B, who have unused capacities in the form of idle GPUs. User A assigns a task, user B completes it, receiving payment in the render tokens. Another example of computing DePIN is Filecoin. It is a decentralized storage network designed to store humanity's most important information. Similar to Render, Filecoin allows renting out unused gigabytes on our hard drives in a P2P market. The second DePIN category is wireless. This category is related obviously to wireless networks. DePIN offers a decentralized approach to bridging the connectivity gap. Participants in projects contributing to the expansion of wireless network coverage, whether by hosting nodes or enhancing network security, are rewarded. This not only fosters the growth of a reliable and extensive wireless network, but also empowers local communities to shape their digital connectivity landscape. The most notable example here is Helium. Helium was the best performing asset among the top 100 crypto tokens last month, growing nearly 50% month on month. Since its launch in December 2023, Helium Mobile offers wireless coverage for $20 a month compared to $144 national coverage. This service recently surpassed 100,000 users, validating the narrative of a decentralized 5G. The third category is energy. This category is related to the energy sector, aimed at production of green energy by establishing connections between renewable energy providers and companies using these energy sources. These projects contribute to the collection of reliable energy supply data and the use of this data to develop environmentally friendly energy consumption methods. A sample of such project is ArcGreen. This project incentivizes green energy providers to supply data about their energy installations. The data provided includes the capacity of solar installations and similar data. The demand for such an application includes issuers of renewable energy certificates and green computing operators who access energy data and create applications and services based on this data. The fourth category of DePIN is AI. This category is associated with, surprise, surprise, artificial intelligence, and is mostly focused on distributing GPU capacities, AI agents, and training LLM models on-chain, with the possibility of using zero-knowledge technology. An example of AI DePIN is ChainGPT. It's an advanced AI model that assists developers and enterprises. The fifth DePIN category is services. This category is associated with both physical and digital resource networks, essentially consisting of Web2 project analogs, but on the blockchain. A good example here is Teleport. It's a decentralized aggregator of taxi services. And the sixth category is sensors. This category is related to the devices that detect and measure physical data from the environment, such as temperature, pressure, light, sound, or movement, and convert it into a signal that can be interpreted by machine or human. Sensor data is useful when considering a network of sensors located in different places, as it makes the information more reliable. Additionally, the sensors can interact with each other and assist in forecasting, such as climate prediction. An example of censored DePIN is IOTA. It's an open-source distributed ledger built for the Internet of Things. However, several more categories have recently emerged that can be added to this list. Decentralized generative energy, DGen. New projects are building virtual power plants to modernize the energy grid. New projects are building virtual power plants to modernize the energy grid and incentivize the deployment of solar farms to reduce global CO2 emissions. For example, Star Power World. It's an energy network that connects energy equipment to empower applications like virtual power plants and carbon credit systems. Another example is Sourceful. It's the first blockchain-powered virtual power plant in the Helium ecosystem. It's unlocking distributed energy resources. Another new category is decentralized gaming infrastructure, or DGIN. The boom in GPU compute networks has led to a new use case in pixel streaming. Pixel streaming allows high-end gaming computers to stream graphically intensive games to low-end computers. GPU networks can power pixel streaming at a lower cost by allowing gaming computers to sell their excess GPU power to the network. A great example here is Aether Cloud. It's a scalable decentralized computing infrastructure for gaming. And the last new category is Zero-Knowledge Transport Layer Security, or ZK-TLS. ZK-TLS is a very new topic. Examples of projects here are Opacity Network and Reclaim Protocol. Compared to traditional infrastructure, DePIN has several advantages. It's capital attraction through crowdfunding and token incentives. Blockchain settlements, making such systems transparent and fair. Elimination of single points of failure, avoiding heavy loads on cloud and other servers. And also it allows improved process automation through smart contracts. However, DePIN also has several disadvantages. The risk of programming errors in smart contracts, which can lead to fatal consequences to the system. High volatility of the crypto market can negatively affect the value of tokens, in which DePIN project participants receive rewards. DePIN projects may receive regulatory scrutiny, which could slow down the mass adoption of this narrative. Also, connecting to a DePIN project can be challenging for newcomers. In the near future, several new subsectors can dominate in DePIN. One is ZK-verifiable cloud GPUs. This will create a new decentralized economy based on AI. Another emerging subsector is decentralized AI services available to all users. And don't forget about ubiquitous meme coins. I'm looking forward to seeing meme coins connected to DePIN projects. Also, there is aTor, similar to Tor network, which will lead to faster and more efficient private routing. DePIN helps reduce network load, create more adaptable infrastructure, expand capacity and decentralization. They also allow for introduction of innovative technologies in regions where centralized structures have limitations. In the future, DePIN will provide people with rewards for using familiar things such as Wi-Fi and transportation. The DePIN technology is in growing demand and has many prospects. Although the DePIN narrative may not be the most popular in the crypto community, it is certainly at the forefront of innovation. And right now, dozens of innovative projects are being created at the intersection of blockchain and AI, which will change our lives. The move towards a more decentralized, secure, and efficient world is not only possible, but is already happening, promising a future where technology enables everyone to contribute to a collective, interconnected network and benefit from it. We'll continue to monitor developments in this very interesting blockchain sector. You've been watching Analog Vision channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video. See you soon!